Hey, what's good, people, man? Platinum Bearded Dread, offering up tips on how to navigate through this thing called life. Tailspin about them, you dig it? Who are you? Who am I, man? Who are you, though? Really? That ain't supposed to be some, high philosophical question, but no, really, who are you? When you step outside of your house, which version of you steps out? Is it the same version that's with your family at home? Or with your mother, whoever, who knows you best? I want to show you, how you can be your most authentic, badass self. Because let's face it, one of the most blessed things is a person who can be themselves wherever they are, whether people like you or not, but just be themselves. And it's almost like everybody longs for that, but for one reason or another, it kind of eludes them, and they find it so hard. But anyway, let me kick off with a story that kind of highlights the point still. Picture this, It's a groggy day in London. London is always like that these days. But anyway, raining. I'm driving up the high street and everyone's faces are like the weather, gloomy and stuff. And I just happened to look to my left while I'm driving up the street, up the road, and I see a man jogging. I picture it though. Skinny, bony looking man. He's got on red hot pant type shorts, so tight that his cheeks are showing through the shorts. He's got on a headband, the kind of headbands that the tennis players like John McEnroe used to wear in the 80s, red and white that is. And he's got red and white wristbands to match, and to top it off, a pair of thick rimmed glasses. Now you can imagine, right, those faces that were once gloomy and miserable, they were laughing at him. Laughing at him. And I'm watching the scene in my car, and he's there just focused on, his jogging, just jogging, zoned in on his jogging. And I wanted to stop the car, jump out and slap him a high five, But inside I said to myself, you do your thing, sir, do your thing, man. And in my mind, I felt like, I was so impressed, because I felt like we were looking at the last of a dying breed. Now, what do I mean by that? It's so rare to see someone who, yes, a nice one. So rare to see someone who is just doing them regardless of what people think. Because this man, he knew people laughing at him, but he was so zoned in, he didn't care. And they'll be, and we're so locked into this matrix of a world that we don't really know who we are anymore. So everything we do has been pre-programmed. So we're acting out someone else's script. So imagine all these flies, man. So you imagine you live a life of a lot of flies, man. You live a life of someone else's script, and then you die. But this man, he didn't care, and that's why I was so impressed with him. And it's funny because you can bet your bottom dollar, that somewhere at the root of those people laughing were people who were, I would say, envious, jealous, because he was free in his own little world, while they were subconsciously or consciously trapped. He was there free, expressing himself. And little did they know that he was giving them, quote unquote, permission to be themselves, man. But they didn't learn from that. Now the reason I'm saying this to you is because, does it really matter? Is it worth compromising what makes you happy and what makes you feel like you, just to fit in? Think about it for a second. And it's not something that happens. This takes time, and you see that in children as well as in adults. And some people never are able to break that. But you think about it, you're spending all that time making someone else happy or trying to fit in, and it's not even you. And just like that man, or should I say, just like the people that were laughing, you're on the sidelines. You're on the sidelines, wishing, wow, this person that you're laughing at is being themselves, and it's in that momentary. It's free, man. The bottom line is this: what have you got to lose? Think about it, right? You've tried it the other way for so long, trying to step out and be accepted. Why not try it the other way? You say, well, you know, you're going to be laughed at, or you're not going to be popular, whatever that means. You're going to be an outsider. But I'll tell you two things that will happen. Number one, you'll be happier because you'll be having more moments where you don't have to pretend anymore. It doesn't matter what that pretend looks like. It could be being a chatty person when you're not really. It could be putting on heavy makeup when you don't really want to. It could be wearing a hat because you're boarding. It doesn't matter what it is. But the moment you let go of that and just say, this is it, this is me, the amount of relief that will come with that, that's the first thing. And secondly, what will happen is that you will attract your natural circle, your tribe. Those people who laugh at you, mock you, don't want to be around you, they're not for you. But what will happen is that you will attract the very people who accept you for you. So what does that mean? Does that mean I'm going to start donning hot pants and... No. But what it does mean is that I'm going to take a leaf out of my man's book and start express myself moment to moment. Anytime I find myself second guessing myself because of what people might think, I'm gonna think about the man in the hot pants and do my thing, you know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, man. Go ahead, be a badass, authentic self. Platinum Bearded Dread. Oh yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And then we can do this again, man. Yeah, man. Platinum Bearded Dread. Yeah, man.